Hello, namaste. Today we're going to be doing a yoga series around self-sabotage. So today it's going to be around an hour practice, and we're going to go through some breath work, some inner work, some asanas, all to release ourselves from the lies of what we're telling ourselves we're unworthy of. Because if we're being truthful, we're only unworthy because we think we are. And I do apologize, I'm in the north of Thailand in this beautiful community called Pai, and there is a small road next to me, so if you hear any noises, any motorbikes, that is it. You are worthy simply because you are here, because you were born worthy. You are so incredible just because of who you are, not because of what you do, not because of how much you know, not because of how much you help people, but because of who you are in your soul and in your heart. And for that reason, you are worthy. So I want you to close your eyes, take a comfortable seat, maybe lengthen your spine, roll out your neck, and then just come to center, to stillness, and start to breathe into your bottom belly. Feel your stomach rise and fall. Feel your chest rise and fall. Notice the sensation of the air coming from the nose, the inhale and the exhale. Start to hear the insects and the birds. Maybe you can hear the running water in the stream below me. Finding center and stillness. Breathing in relaxation and breathing out love. Now I want you to just notice how your body feels. Is there any tension anywhere? Are you relaxed? Do you want to fidget? Do you want to lay down maybe? Whatever it is okay. Just notice it. Maybe you can do a scan from the top of your crown to the soles of your feet. And now I want you to imagine that someone has come along and given you $100 million. So much money. You would never have to work again. Everything would be taken care of. Now I want you to tap into the body again. And notice how this feels. Maybe there's part of you that's in resistance to it. Maybe you're able to accept it fully. Maybe there's stories coming up saying, why me? Or there's stresses that would come up saying, I don't know what to do with this. Whatever it is, that's okay, just notice it. Now I want you to focus on your breath again. Maybe placing your hands on your sacrum so you can feel your belly rise and fall. Now I want you to imagine someone handed you the perfect partner. They're straight out of a fairy tale. They make you feel loved in the way that you want to. They support you, cherish you. They're attractive. They're everything that you'd want and more. And again, tap into the body. How is it feeling? Is there resistance? Are you able to accept this in every cell of your being? Just tapping in again. And then connecting with the breath. Now I want you to imagine looking in the mirror and everything being perfect, exactly as you'd want it to be. No stray hair. Maybe aspects of your face or body change. You've lost the weight that you've wanted to. You've gained that muscle tone. Your hair is shiny. Whatever it is that you crave, you've got everything. You are the most beautiful version of yourself. You are the most fit and healthy version of yourself. Notice again with the body. Is there any resistance? Or are you already that version of yourself? There is no right and no wrong answer. There is just how you feel. Coming back to your breath. Noticing again how it feels, the cool inhale coming through your nose. And the warm exhale. Now I want you to look at if someone was to hand you the perfect career. You got to do exactly what you wanted to do. You were paid well. You were well respected. There was job security. How would that make you feel in your body? Again, tapping into the body, maybe going through a body scan top to toe. Just taking a moment of calmness with this. And one last time, returning to your breath. Feeling your chest and shoulders rise and fall. Your belly expand and contract like a balloon. Really grounding into this moment. And now I want you to imagine that the friends and family that surround you are the most supportive people that you could ever imagine. That you're able to be held by them when you need to. And that you are truly loved and supported. Feel into your body and feel how it feels to accept that. Now I want you to return to the breath and start to think out of all of those situations, which was the hardest for you to accept? Which had resistance in the body still? Maybe it was more than one, and that's okay. But wherever we have resistance, we feel unworthy of accepting. We feel unworthy of receiving it. And we have subconscious energy blocks that bring up our self-sabotage if we don't address them. And so today, let's focus on wherever we felt resistance to, so that we're able to call that in and say, no, I see what I did for so long. I rejected what was perfect for me because I didn't think that I was enough, because I was told I wasn't worthy of this, because I was told that I had to work harder, that I wasn't good enough, whatever it may be. We get to release that today. So with one final breath, keeping your eyes closed, really starting to feel that anger, starting to feel the change within you. And on your next inhale, opening your eyes, placing your hands on your knees, coming to a seated position if you are not already. We're just going to start to round the spine. So inhale, curving the spine, pushing backwards, rolling your neck, looking towards your chest. And then exhale, starting the movement at the base of your spine, moving it forward, bringing your gaze upwards and your chest opens. Continuing this with your own pace, at your own breath. Just slowly adding some movement to the body, movement to the spine. One final round of breath. And then coming back to center. Now we're going to do a breath work to open up our heart space and change our worthiness and see how divinely loved we are. And also how divinely lovable we are. Because we are loved, we are loving. There is nothing you have done that makes you unworthy of something. You can always be forgiven. And that can sometimes start with self-forgiveness. Knowing that you are worthy of being forgiven. That you don't have to carry around your past saying, this is why I can't do this. Because the past is the past and that cannot be changed. But the future can be. You can release that energy. Find divine love within yourself, for yourself. And learn to accept more. To accept what you are worth. Because you are a divine being. You are so incredible. So with this breath, we're going to place our hands on our shoulders. Keep our shoulders in a T shape. Keep our neck relaxed. And then inhale, keeping our hips and completely still and grounded, twisting with the waist. Inhale to our left. Exhale, twist to your right. Breathing in and out through your nose. So you can do this at whatever pace is right for you. We're going to do this for around 2 minutes together. So if you feel dizzy, if you feel faint, slow it down or take a break. But if not, let's get started. Breathing in through the nose, turning to your left. Exhale to the right. Grounding your hips the whole time. Maybe getting faster. With this, we are changing our self-love. We are opening our heart. We are releasing the energy that has been trapped for so long. Notice if your shoulders and your elbows are dropping, keeping them up in a straight line. And final 30 seconds. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Placing your hands on your knees, either palm up or palm down, whatever is feeling right for you. Keeping your eyes closed and tapping into your body, feeling what change just occurred. Feeling the energy you created. Just being with that for a moment, for a few rounds of breath. One final breath. On your exhale, let's come to all fours, tabletop. And again, we're going to start moving the spine in some cat and cows. So inhale, dipping the belly, bringing your gaze upwards. Exhale, rounding the spine, looking between the legs. Starting each movement at the base of the spine, allowing that movement to flow up. And then finally, the head is the last to move. And then doing some intuitive movement, maybe looking towards the left, the right, circling the chest. Whatever your body needs, this is your practice. For your next inhale, tucking the toes, pushing up into downward facing dog, pushing the heels towards the floor, the hips towards the sky, and if you have any discomfort, just bend the knees. And that is perfect. Releasing your shoulders away from your ears. Maybe bending one knee at a time, stretching out the other calf. Taking a moment to really settle into this practice, into this pose. On your next inhale, come to a plank pose. Dropping the knees if that's more comfortable to you. And then bringing the arms down into chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Coming back, tucking the toes, pushing upwards. Noticing already how much more comfortable this pose is than from the first time we did it. Again, coming back to plank, dropping the knees if you'd like, chaturanga, and then pushing up into up dog or cobra, bringing the gaze upwards, tucking the toes into downward facing dog. Inhale, come to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And one final round, coming into plank, chaturanga. Up dog. And downward facing dog. On your next inhale, bring your left foot forward. Ground the right foot, and so it's heel to arch alignment. And then push up into warrior two. Really push into the back knife edge foot and the top big toe. Feel like you're ripping the mat apart. During this, keep the hips below completely still. And in your next inhale, place the front palm upwards. Start to tilt backwards, bringing your gaze with that front hand. Trying not to push any pressure on your back knee, staying on the calf or on the thigh. Inhale, coming forward, bending your left hand, bringing your right hand overhead. Bringing your gaze to your right hand, opening your chest. Finding the strength within you, opening your heart completely, knowing you are so worthy just because of who you are. Inhale, reverse, opening up the fear of, if I want this and I don't get it, that's okay too. I'm going to try. And inhale, reverse. Coming forward, bringing your gaze to your right hand. And now ground both hands around your left foot. Step your right foot slightly closer to pyramid pose. Just cascading over your left leg. And relaxing your neck. Keeping your hips aligned. Now step your right foot forward into a forward fold, bending the knees if you would like to. Maybe grasping your arms together and just hanging for a moment. And then slowly come to a half lift. And then vertebra by vertebra, coming upwards into Tadasana, finding complete balance and center. Placing your hands on your hips, bring your left foot backwards, heel to arch alignment. Keeping your right knee over your right ankle, bringing your arms outwards, warrior two. Keeping your hips still, reverse the front palm so it's facing the sky. And start to slowly tip backwards, allowing your gaze to follow your right hand. Really ripping that mat apart, grounding into the back left foot, the knife edge, your front right toes, creating so much stability. Inhale, coming forward, placing your elbow on your knee, bringing your left hand overhead, allowing your gaze to follow that. Keeping your chest open. Inhale, reversing the warrior again. Really opening up the side of our chest, side of our heart, to accept more and to give more. Because we know our own worth. And then finally, reversing again. Now, grounding both hands around your right foot, stepping the left foot forwards, coming into pyramid pose. And then just relaxing over the right leg. Keeping the hips aligned as much as possible. And then stepping your left foot forward, forward fold. This time grasping your hands behind your back, Placing the palms together, bringing them to the sky and overhead. Allowing your head to drop. Maybe giving a shake, yes and no. Releasing any tension. Bring your hands back towards your back. Release the grip. And then slowly come back up. Vertebra by vertebra into Tadasana. Really opening your chest. Bringing your hands outwards. And then pulling them back slightly, bringing your gaze upwards. And then relax. Coming down into all fours again. We're going to start on the toes. And slowly placing our hands on our sacrum, fingers pointing towards the ground. Elbows in. Start to lean back slightly. Bringing your gaze upwards. And if it's uncomfortable, stay there. If you're in pain, come out of the position. If that's comfortable, you can place your hands on your heels. If that's comfortable, you're able to untuck the toes. Maybe even walk the hands in on the calves, closer to the knee. Just opening our chest completely. And then slowly coming out of it as we got into it. Maybe retucking the heels, placing your hands onto the low back and pushing upwards. And now coming into a forward fold. And now coming back into all fours, pushing upwards. I want you to keep your hips as they are and slowly start to walk your hands outwards, bringing your chest to the ground into puppy pose, tucking your neck so your chin is on the ground, or if it's more comfortable, just placing the forehead on the ground. Staying in this pose for a few rounds of breath, just allowing gravity to do the work for us. Now pushing up slightly, back into all fours, and then coming to our belly, and pushing down, placing your right arm in front of you, resting your forehead on it, the left hand next to your chest. We're going to bend our left knee, take our left foot in our hand, and then on our inhale, push up push our foot into our hand, lift up, kick up. Using our right arm to stabilize us, coming into a half boat pose. And exhale, relax. Inhale, coming upwards. And exhale, relax. One final time, inhale. Push up, kick up. And exhale, relax. Releasing your hand from your foot. Just taking a moment to rest. And now bringing your right hand to the right foot, bending your right knee. Your inhale, kick into your right hand, push, lift up. Exhale, release and breathe. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Release the leg. Take a moment to breathe. And now we're going to take both hands around both of our feet, bending our knees. And our inhale, we're going to push up, balancing on our hips. Inhale, push up, look up. Bringing our knees together. And exhale, relax. Maybe placing the side of your cheek to the mat. Inhale, push up, look up. Exhale, relax. Resting your cheek on your mat. And one final time. Pushing up. And relax, rest. Maybe creating a little pillow with your arms to rest your forehead. Pushing back up into all fours and coming to a comfortable seat. I'm going to do a Kriya. So for this Kriya, we are going to need a few things. First and foremost, we're going to use Kali Mudra, Kali breath. So what that is rolling our eyes as if we're trying to look into the mid of our brain. So bringing our eyes upwards and inwards. The next is we're going to breathe out of our mouth, sticking our tongue out as far as it can go, like this. When we do this, imagine a black smoke exiting your body. And now we're going to start tapping our left arm. This is how we receive love. This is where all of the energy, all the blockages can be felt sometimes. Receiving. Maybe that was money, relationships, beauty, opportunities. Whatever it is you are scared to receive, start to imagine that now. We're going to take a moment and start clapping. And while we're doing this, with every exhale, make it kalu. Breathe in through your nose and then bring your eyes to the back, midbrain, and then exhale all the black, all the blockages. Two more rounds of breath here. Taking a moment, coming back to center, feeling that energy you just created. Deepening your breath, keeping your eyes closed if that's comfortable. And now we're going to move to the right hand. The right arm is how we show up in the world, how we give love. Do you feel like you need to give energy away without it being reciprocal? Do you feel like you have to give things instead of you want to give? Do you pour from an empty cup constantly because you want others to be full, instead of making sure that your priorities and your needs are met? We're releasing those blockages now, using that same breath and tapping from the hand, the palm up to the shoulder, and the shoulder down to the palm. So let's start this together. And final round of breath. Coming back to center. Taking a moment, feeling that energy change occurring. I want you to repeat after me, I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. Amazing. And now stand. And we're going to do something to challenge ourselves, to really bring out our ego right now. Because when we learn more about our ego, we learn more about ourselves. And then a beautiful cat has come to join us as well. So during this, I want us to do Ujjayi breath. So breathing into the back of the throat and releasing. And then we're going to bring our arms out. I'm just going to check the time. Amazing. We're going to bring our arms outwards. into a T shape, arms facing forward. I'm going to stay here for 5 minutes. So I invite you to join me now. Feet under your heels, feeling completely comfortable. Tadasana, arms out, rolling your neck, releasing any tension. And just knowing, 5 minutes. See the stories that your ego tells you. 5 in numerology is the number of change. And that is what we are out to do today. And a butterfly just landed on the mat. Divine transformation is occurring for us all. By recognizing our own worth, by seeing that we are innately worthy because of who we are, not because of what we do, not because of what we have done or what we could do, but because we were born divine beings. So if your arms are hurting, ask a higher power to help hold them up for you. Because you don't have to carry the weight of this world alone. You never have, and you never will. You cannot do everything. And no one is asking you to. During this practice, you may want to shake your legs, you may want to cry, you may want to scream. And that's okay, we're releasing this energy together. I invite you to notice the sensations not as pain, but instead be curious about them. Imagine you've never felt this before. What does it feel like? If this feeling had a color, what would it be? Oh. Coming back to that breath, the ujjayi, if you are called to. Right now you are getting reborn. You are finding your worth. Breathe into it. Feel this pain as the weight that you have been carrying for so long. Know that you don't have to carry it any much longer. We have a 1.5 minutes left. You have already done 3.5 minutes. You have carried this for how many years? You have felt unworthy of the love, unworthy of the money, unworthy of the power, of the success. Because of why? You know what? We don't need to do that anymore. Feel into this pain, because knowing it's not going to last much longer. 30 seconds left. Keeping your strength. Knowing you can do this. Because you already have. You've done 4.5 minutes already. You are bloody unstoppable. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop your arms, release. Take whatever intuitive movement your body needs. Maybe you need a shake. Maybe you want to lay down. That's okay. You did it. Congratulations. Now we're going to take a moment and come into Shavasana, finding peace, finding center, finding relaxation. Because you're worthy of relaxing without having to do anything, without having to prove anything. So breathe it in. Notice all of the energy from your body starting at the top of your head, at the crown. Now noticing your third eye in your face. Your throat, your shoulders. Your left arm and hand. Your right arm and hand. Your chest and your heart. Your solar plexus and stomach. Your belly. Your sacrum. Your hips. Your root chakra. Your glutes. Your left leg and foot. Your right leg and foot. Then your energy as a whole. I want you to start thinking how worthy you are, how loved you are, how you are given opportunities, presented with wonderful things, because you earned them, because you deserve it. And you don't need to do anything else to prove it. Slowly bringing your attention back to your body. Keeping your eyes closed. Starting to move your fingers and your toes. Maybe stretch your arms above your head. And then roll to one side. And slowly start to push yourself back up. And come to a seated position. Place your hands on your heart. Feel how much love there is there. How much love you have to receive and how much love you have to give. Place your hands together in prayer position. Start to rub them together, generating heat. And place them over your eyes. Slowly blinking your eyes open. I want you to take a moment of gratitude for yourself for turning up today. A moment of gratitude for all of the people, all the wisdom, the thousands of years that yoga has been around, passed down teacher to teacher. Taking appreciation for the lineage, for the practices. And then let's end this session together with an Om. So deep inhale. And Namaste. Thank you so much.